Hi, I'm Yew Foong. Welcome to my channel, KL Properties with Yew Foong. Since the recent announcement on the latest MM2H program in Malaysia, I have received many inquiries on this topic. In fact, I have even posted 2 videos on this. Despite that, there remain a number of grey areas causing a lot of confusion. Good news is, the visa requirements are now crystal clear. And today, I have invited a very special guest to help us answer the top 10 questions that I have received from my viewers on this MM2H topic. Now, let me introduce my special guest, Irene Yong, an experienced MM2H agent who runs a successful MM2H agency based in Kuala Lumpur and Penang. The name of her agency is Summer Place, founded in 2018. And since then, they have helped hundreds of applicants from over 25 countries to successfully obtain their MM2H visa in Malaysia. Hi, Irene. Good to have you today in my channel.
Thank you. Hi, Yew Foong. Yeah, thank you for having me here this afternoon.
I'm going to blast you with 10 very important questions. Let's jump right into the first question. First question, what is the process of application and timeline for this MM2H visa?
Okay, so this application process is a commonly asked question. Okay, so to make it simpler, application process begins with the documents preparation. So once you get ready all your documents and you're ready for submission, from the date of your submission to the approval, it takes about 2 to 3 months. In the past, it took about 9 to 12 months.
Oh, this is a major improvement.
Yes. So currently, it's about 2 to 3 months. It depends on your luck as well. If the applicants submit their application just right before the review committee dates, then probably they get within 2 months. Yeah. But even the longest also is around 3 months.
Okay, that's good to know actually. So we are saying that it takes about 2 to 3 months. Then after that, you get a conditional approval letter.
Yes.
Then after the conditional approval letter, you have to do certain things before you get your real MM2H visa, right?
Yes. So according to the conditional approval letter, the applicants are given 3 months to visit Malaysia for the following procedures. Number 1, you have to open a fixed deposit account. Number 2, you have to place fixed deposit according to your programs. If silver program is a US dollar 150,000, if gold is 500,000, platinum will be 1 million. Special economy zone has a different category of fixed deposit placement. And then thirdly, you have to go for a medical checkup, and then after that, purchase a medical insurance. So after you complete all the above mentioned procedures, then only we can bring the documents together with your passports to the immigration department for visa endorsement.
I see. And that process will usually take about maximum about 2 to 3 months again, right?
They are given 3 months.
Oh, okay.
So some applicants may be very efficient. They can complete within 2 weeks or even 1 month.
People who are sitting at home listening to this video now, watching this video, may have some questions for you personally. You know, some consultation may be needed. Do you provide this type of consultation?
Yes, we do. We offer a free consultation via Zoom meeting, online meetings. It's a one-to-one private consultation. So you can book us through Yew Foong.
Okay. So contact me. I'll give you my contact below. All right. Question number 2. Let me have a look.
Sure.
Can applicants apply remotely or must they be physically present? When I meant physically present, I'm talking about physically present in Malaysia. Yeah.
Okay. So the answer is yes. They can. The new policy allows the applicants to apply remotely, meaning after you obtain the MM2H conditional approval letter, you are required to visit Malaysia to do the above mentioned procedures in order to get your MM2H visa endorsed in your passports within 3 months. In other words, the main applicants and the dependents, they can apply remotely and only physically present in Malaysia once after the MM2H approval.
Okay. So after the conditional approval, then they come to Malaysia one time to do their medical checkup and do their fixed deposit, etc. Right? All right. Okay, I got it. Okay, the third question I have for you, Irene. For the MM2H visa renewal, is it usually a very difficult process?
No, it's not a difficult process. It's rather a straightforward process. The applicants, they are required to prove the balance 50% of their fixed deposit in a bank account. medical checkup as well as purchase a medical insurance. Then we can assist them with a 5 years renewal application.
You know, a lot of people are actually afraid that if a new government takes over, maybe they will change all the plans again and they may not be able to renew as easy as what you just said.
Okay, that's a very good question. But currently, our company, Summer Place MM2H Sendang Berhad, is serving 3 generations of MM2H homers. Okay, so how do we identify the 3 generations? The first generation from 2002 to the 2020. And then the second generation is the policy from 2022 to 2023. And then this is the third policy, which was just implemented end of last year, 2022, until now. So there are 3 generations of MM2H homers, and you are rest assured that your 5 years renewal will be according to your approval letter. So for example, if your approval letter stated that, like in the past, the fixed deposit placement was only 300,000 ringgit Malaysia, for category below 50 years old. So you are only required to prove if you have already withdrawn 50%, left 150,000 ringgit Malaysia, then you are just have to prove the balance 50%, which is 150 in your bank account, medical checkup, and then purchase a medical insurance, and you can go for the 5 years renewal. And many of our clients had already obtained their 5 years renewal.
Okay, so although the terms keeps changing from the part 1, part 2, part 3, the terms are grandfathered into it. Yeah, the terms are grandfathered into it. Meaning to say, if whatever terms that you sign today, and say the government changes and they try to change the terms, you are still following the terms that you signed today. Yeah?
Yes, you are supposed to follow your approval letter. So the conditional approval letter plays a highly important role. It's like whatever is stated there, the fixed deposit placement, the minimum stay requirement, or even any other terms and conditions, it will be honored by our Malaysia government. The only thing which you must aware that is subjected to variation and changes is the immigration fees.
Okay. So that's not too bad. That's not too bad. People can feel safer, when going with this program. All right. Question number 4, Irene.
Yes.
Let's see. Can MM2H holder cancel anytime and have their fixed deposit refunded? I think this is a very important question. Even I am very curious about this answer.
The answer is yes. Yes. The beauty of MM2H program is flexibility. Like if one day you decided to relocate to other countries or going back to your home country, you are free to apply for the MM2H visa termination, apply for the fixed deposit withdrawal, and you'll get it within 2 weeks.
2 weeks?
Yes.
Are you sure it's 2 weeks? That is very, very efficient.
Yes.
So definitely if they want to cancel, they just need to make all the application and they will get their fixed deposit back in 2 weeks.
They will get the fixed deposit withdrawal letter, meaning the approval to withdraw the fixed deposit within 2 weeks.
Oh, that is really good. Yeah. All right, we are halfway there. Cheers.
Cheers.
Question number 5. One of the most asked questions I have received is the high agent fee. What does the fee actually comprise of, this MM2H agent fee?
Okay. Our government has a fixed price control. So all our agency fees must include the following third-party disbursement. Number 1, we must include the MM2H processing fees, which cost about 5,000 ringgit Malaysia. Number 2, we have to include the 5 years visa fees, which cost about 2,600 to 2,650 ringgit Malaysia. Number 3, we have to include the security bond, it depending on country, from 200 to 2,000. And then number 4, we have to include the medical checkup fees. Number 5, we have to include the medical insurance fees for the first year for applicants below age 60.
Okay, so all right, so I see, I think you guys are watching back home, you feel a lot better that this fee does not go to the agent, the MM2H agent entirely. There are a lot of things that they have to pay out for you.
Yes.
All right.
Yes, the third-party disbursements.
So Irene, can they actually apply for MM2H online themselves without appointing an agent and save this amount of money?
According to the new MOTEC guidelines, all the new applications have to go through a newly licensed MM2H agents. Okay, what does it mean by a newly licensed MM2H agents? Like in the past, our agency license begins with 0, 0 something, 0 something, 0 something. And then the newly licensed agents, all our license have to begin with 808. So our license number is 817.
So is there like a website that you can check the validity and of the MM2H company?
Yes.
Yeah.
TOTAP. Yeah.
Oh.
Under TOTAP. Yes.
Question number 6. Cumulative stay 90-day requirement. What does it actually mean?
Okay. Cumulative stay 90 days per annum refers to the minimum stay requirement which have to be fulfilled by the main principal who is aged below 50 years old.
So if they are above 50 years old, say the principal is 60 years old, do they still need to comply to the 90-day stay?
No, that's the good news. If you're
Oh.
above 50 years old, you no longer have to fulfill the minimum stay requirement for the whole family.
Okay, so retirees, this is very suitable for you guys.
Yes,
All right.
yes. If you want a second home just to stay in Malaysia probably during the winter season, then this will be a very good choice.
This will be perfect. Yeah,
yes, a good choice for you.
All right, so for applicants who are below 50 years old, say they are 40 years old and they have a wife and a child.
Yes.
So there's 3 of them.
Yes.
A
family
must
of
all
3.
of them stay 90 days? How does it work?
Okay, no, they don't have to stay 90 days. So this is how it works. If you have a family of 3 comprised of the main principal, spouse, and 1 child, what you can do is you can divide the 90 days into 3. Then each of you just have to fulfill a minimum stay of 30 days per annum.
So it must be divided equally.
You can choose for one principal to fulfill all the 90 days, or between the principal and the spouse, maybe one person 30, the other one 60 days, or between the main principal, spouse, and the 1 child, 30 days each, or even one person 60, the other one take up the rest of the days.
Oh, that is very flexible.
Yes.
Yeah. And must the days be consecutive?
No, it can be a cumulative stay. For example, if the main principal travel to Malaysia very often, like you travel to Malaysia frequently, you can make it like 15 days, 15 days, 15 days, 15 days, 6 times to make it 90 days.
Okay,
yes.
so basically a lot of flexibility on this part.
It's how you do the calculation as long as the whole family which are included into the MM2H application fulfill the 90 days minimum stay requirement.
Okay, great. Now we are moving into my favorite section, which is on properties.
Yes.
Question number 7, timeline of property purchase. Can I obtain my MM2H visa, then only I buy my property? Which one must come first? Do I need to buy my property first and then get my visa? How does it work?
Okay, it can be both ways. If you apply for MM2H and then only you buy property within 1 year grace period, then after you sign your sales and purchase agreement, anytime you can apply to withdraw the 50% fixed deposit, and we will assist you with the process within 2 weeks. Yeah. However, if you buy property first, then only apply for the MM2H visa, then you are no longer allowed to use your sales and purchase agreement to withdraw the 50% fixed deposit. Okay. However, if you are spending on other segments, which I've mentioned earlier, for
medical,
example, like medical expenses, or
education, I can remember,
expenses, or even you travel within Malaysia, you are still allowed to withdraw partial of your fixed deposit placement.
I see. So if you have a lot of ways to spend your money, you don't need to worry about it.
Yes.
All right. So this new MM2H policy is definitely sounding better than the old one. Because I remember that the old one, you basically have to wait 1 year later before you can withdraw your 50% deposit to buy a house and so on, right?
Correct. Yes.
All right. So like you say, this new MM2H is all about flexibility.
Yes. Yeah. It's all about flexibility, and we welcome you to retire, relocate, and also stay in Malaysia.
Selamat datang ke Malaysia. All right.
Next year is our tourism year.
Yeah, what is it called? What is it called?
It's a tourism year 2026.
Okay, so really welcome to Malaysia. Come and look for me to buy properties and look for Irene for MM2H. Question number 8. This is also related to property. In Malaysia, different states, they have different threshold for foreigners when it comes to property acquisition.
Yes.
For KL, the minimum threshold is 1 million ringgit for foreigners. Now, in the case of silver visa,
Mhm.
I know that the threshold is only 600,000, right?
Yes.
So my question is,
Mhm.
can the silver visa holder purchase a property that is worth 600,000 ringgit in Kuala Lumpur?
Okay, that's a commonly asked question as well. Okay, if you want to buy a property in Kuala Lumpur, you have to fulfill the minimum threshold of 1 million following the state consent. However, if you are considering to buy a property above 600,000 ringgit Malaysia, you can consider Penang, other states like Penang, Malacca, or Perak.
I see. So the state's threshold is more important than the MM2H threshold, right?
Or I should put it this way, applicants have to fulfill both the state consent as well as the MM2H program threshold.
So whichever is higher, basically.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
Yes.
Got it. Got it.
Yes.
All right. So related to this question,
Yes.
if the applicant already owned a property, say 15 years ago,
Mhm.
and that property was bought at 600,000 ringgit,
Mhm.
can they pledge this property for MM2H?
Yes, they can. Okay. So for example, if you already had a property 15 years ago worth 600,000 ringgit Malaysia, and you would like to apply for the silver program, and the minimum threshold for the silver program is only 600,000 ringgit Malaysia, you are already qualified and you can apply for the silver program. Okay. For example, if you want to apply for gold program instead of silver program, and we all know that the minimum threshold for property purchase in the gold program is 1 million ringgit Malaysia. What you can do is you provide a valuation report by a valuer to prove that your property, your real estate worth more than 1 million now.
I see.
Yeah, I believe that those
the
people,
current market value.
exactly, according to the market rate.
All
I
right.
believe that those people who bought their property
15 years
15
ago.
years ago,
Yeah.
600,000 probably it worth more
Probably,
than 1 million.
if you buy
Yeah.
Mont Kiara, that's
Mhm.
what happened. Yeah,
Mhm.
yeah. Okay.
Yes, probably it worth more than 1 million. And you can provide the real-time
Mhm.
valuation report
Okay.
to prove that your property is around 1 million or above 1 million for market rate. And then we can use that valuation report to apply for the gold program.
Oh, that is good news. All right, we are almost there.
Yes.
Question number 9. Bear with me, bear with me. All right. Can the MM2H holder rent out their property? When I say the property, meaning the property that they pledge for their visa. All right. And then they go and stay in another state, for example.
Okay. The answer is yes, they can.
Oh, okay. Short answer is yes. All right.
They can. So, okay, for example, if the applicants applied for the MM2H Silver, MM2H Special Economic Zone, and then you bought a property in Johor Bahru under the SEZ zone, and then you plan to stay in Kuala Lumpur or Penang instead, right? So what you can do is you rent out your property in JB, and then you rent another property in KL or Penang. Is up to you, totally up to you, as long as it's within West Malaysia.
Yeah, because the SEZ, which is for Johor mainly, all right, their minimum requirement for property is only 600,000 ringgit.
Okay, there's no minimum requirement.
No minimum requirement.
No minimum requirement. So if you can get a property from the developer, the only clause, the only terms and condition is you have to buy a property from the developer.
Oh, okay,
so as long as you can buy a property from a developer, it doesn't matter whether it's at which value. It's like 500 or 600 or 700, 800. It's totally up to you. Then it's considered as a special economic zone.
I see. So if somebody do not want to spend so much on the property, the best way to do, to me, is maybe you can buy something from Johor, SEZ, and then, but you want to live in KL, you can come to KL and rent a property here and live here.
Exactly.
Okay, perfect. Sounds good.
Yes.
All right, last but not least, question number 10. The fees for Platinum Visa is astronomically high. I think you have to agree with me. All right, are there actually any real advantages in obtaining the Platinum Visa?
Okay, so Platinum Visa is not applicable to everyone, I would say. Okay, if you are here for retirement purpose or if you are here for the children's education purpose, then Platinum Visa may not be applicable for your family situation. But if you are here for working purpose, like you are professional doctors and you like to practice in Malaysia, or if you are here to invest in a business, for example, you want to incorporate a company and open your headquarters in Southeast Asia, or if you are here to probably plant a factory, right? If you're here for investment purpose or business purposes, then Platinum Visa is a good option for you. Why did I say that? Okay, number one, Platinum Visa is pretty straightforward. You just have to pledge a fixed deposit of $1 million in your bank account. And then after you buy a property, you are eligible to withdraw 50%, and the balance 50% will keep in your bank account and enjoy the interest. And our interest is not that low, I would say. Our interest for the US dollar fixed deposit account is about 4 to 4.5%.
Well, 4 to 4.5%.
Yes,
That's not too shabby.
Yes, it's about 4 to 4.5%. I don't think it's that low, okay? And then number two, if you're talking about the government participation fee, okay, that is the main concern, because you have to pledge or you have to contribute 200,000 ringgit Malaysia to our government as a government participation fee for the Platinum Visa holders. Okay, all right. But if you divide 20 years visa, okay, 200,000 into 20 years visa, because for the Platinum Visa holders, they are getting 20 years visa.
Okay.
20 years visa. So if you divide into 20 years, it's only 10,000 per year. And you're allowed to bring along your dependents of 3 generations. For example, your spouse, your children, your parents-in-law. You can bring the whole family to enjoy the long stay in Malaysia. Right?
Okay.
Yeah.
Now it's sounding like it's a bit more worth it. Okay.
It's making more sense.
Making more sense.
Making more sense. Yeah,
a little more sense. Yeah.
A little bit
okay,
more
let's
sense.
see.
Okay. All right. Okay. Let's compare with the closer visa program, which is a premium visa program.
That is the PVIP,
which allows you to work and invest in Malaysia.
That is more for like professionals, who wants to come to Malaysia to work.
Or business owners.
Okay.
Yeah,
so they
business
apply
owners.
for PVIP.
Some of them, they would consider PVIP. So the major difference between PVIP and the Platinum MM2H Platinum program is the government participation fee. So the 200,000 applies like for Platinum Visa holders, is applied to the whole family, no matter how many people you bring along.
3 generations, right?
You say? Yeah,
okay.
Yes. Some people like some of my Taiwanese clients, they may bring up to six people in a single application.
Right.
So it's pretty common if you bring the whole family, you see. So it's only 200,000 for the whole family. Whereas for the PVIP program, you have to pay 200,000 plus 100,000 for each dependent. If you are bringing 5 people with you, it's additional 500,000 ringgit Malaysia on top of the 200,000 ringgit Malaysia. That would be equivalent to 700.
So the PVIP you said they pay 200,000. Is that for how many years?
Also 20 years.
Also for 20 years.
Also for 20 years. It's the same. It's also for 20 years.
So the big difference is how many people you can bring.
Exactly.
So if you have a big family, you want to bring everybody together, it looks like Platinum Visa is definitely a better choice.
Exactly. It's more suitable for a big family.
Okay.
It's more suitable for a big family. Okay, and then your children can stay here, study in Malaysia, until the higher education.
Okay, got it.
Yes. So does it make more sense right now?
A lot of sense now. Okay, if I have a big family and I want to open up like a factory here
in Malaysia, or you want to open a headquarters HQ in Asia Pacific, and Malaysia is like one of your option, or you find that Malaysia is an ideal destination, then probably you can consider the Platinum program.
Okay, got it.
Yeah.
All right, that's it for our Q&A session today.
Yes.
Irene, thank you very, very much. We are very lucky to have you today, helping us to answer the top 10 questions that most of my viewers have been scratching their head about.
Okay, I would like to thank you for the burning questions as well.
All right, so if you guys have any more questions, please drop it in the comment section below. And perhaps Irene will come back for a second round. And if you are interested in MM2H visa application, just contact me at the number below. And I will hook you up with Irene in a short bit. She's like, yes, that's me. All right. And basically, she'll be giving you a free one-on-one session and answers all your queries and help you with the visa application. All right. Other than that, don't forget to press the subscribe button. And thanks for watching. My name is Yew Foong. She's Irene. And I'll see you in my next one. Bye-bye.
See you. Bye.